So students, for exercise number 1.2, let's do some basics like what is HCF, LCM. HCF is also called as GCD, highest common factor. GCD is greatest common divisor, and LCM is least common multiple. So they are same, HCF and GCD. Suppose you have two numbers 60 and 30. You start dividing it by prime numbers, which table which can divide both the numbers, and stop when you do not find any other number which will divide both the remaining numbers. That number which is here will be the HCF. If they are more, you can multiply with each other. Take another example. Now again you can't divide anymore with a single number, so its HCF will be 2 into 2 is equal to 4. You can also find HCF by division method, as earlier we have done it. So this is a simple method of doing HCF. By doing all these things, you can see it is very much similar to the LCM method, but in LCM what we do, we don't stop for single number. In HCF we have to continually divide till we do not get any table which can divide both the numbers. So you have to stop here for HCF. But as far as LCM is concerned, for 60 and 30, don't have to stop here. You will do like this. You keep 15 like this. Till you get 1. Again you keep it like this. You start dividing 15 then. So LCM will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So this is LCM and this is HCF. There is a formula: LCM into HCF is equal to product of two numbers. Suppose you have 8 and 12. Now you cannot divide anymore with a single table, so HCF will be 2 into 2, 4. But as far as LCM is concerned, you can see this is the LCM. Now you have to check whether this formula is working or not. So your numbers are 8 and 12. So product of number is this. And LCM into HCF means 24 into 4. This is your HCF. Multiply. You can see both the numbers are same. It means this formula is all correct. So if you are given two numbers, you can product them. If you know the HCF, you can find LCM by this formula, or if you want to find HCF and LCM and product of two numbers are given, then you can find. After that, you have fundamental theorem of arithmetics. So before doing that, let's see the properties of HCF and LCM. HCF of two numbers is not greater than any of the numbers. Now you have seen this is the HCF. It is not greater than any of these numbers. And LCM is never less than any of the given numbers. It is not less than and it is not greater than. If you have two co-prime numbers, what are co-primes? You have another number primes. So primes are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So what are co-primes? You have 8 and 9. There is no table which can divide both the numbers. So there is only one number common between 8 and 9, that is 1. Or you can say their HCF is 1. So co-primes are those numbers which have only HCF 1. So let's go to fundamental theorem of arithmetics. So it states that for any composite number or prime number, when you express its factors for any number, suppose we can take 12, to find the factors. So you can see these are the prime factors of 12. So this theorem states that it always have a unique factorization, and because this factorization is only for 12 and no other number can be represented by this factorization. So every number can be expressed as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. So this is called fundamental theorem of arithmetics. So after understanding the properties of HCF and LCM, let's make a factor tree. Suppose you can also find factorization by factor tree. Suppose it is 12. You can write down 2 6 12. Then you can write 2 3 6. So you can see all these are prime numbers. So 12 will be equal to 2 into 2 into 3. Similarly, you can take any number and do the you can make the factor tree, but you have to multiply all these numbers till here. Prime numbers from starting from 2, first prime number is even and other all prime numbers are odd. Then you have a question, example number 5 on page number 9. They are saying that consider the number 4 to the power n. Consider this number, and where n is natural number. So what is natural number? They start from 1 and so on. So 4 to the power 1 you will get 1, 4 to the power 2 you will get 16, and 4 to the 3 you will get 64. In this way you will get lot of numbers, because you are changing the value of n one by one, you will get different numbers. So their question is, check whether there is any value of n for which 4 to the power n ends with digit 0. That means as you are getting these numbers, there is some power, maybe something like that to the power 1000, maybe like that. Any power, that is the value of n, whatever answer will come, its digit, unit digit will be 0. As you know that by the divisibility test, when the last number is 0, it means it should be divisible by 5. That number should be divisible by 5. So if that number is divisible by 5, it means that the number 4 to the power n should have a factor of 5, because the number which divide a particular number is also a factor of that number 4 to the power n. So what will be now? So you will write down, to have 0 at unit place, 4 to the power n should be divisible by 5. That is, 5 is factor of 4 to the power n, right? Now let's do 4 to the power n is equal to, you can write down 4 is equal to 2 to the power 2 n. So power to raised to the power means 2 to the power 2n. Can you use 5 here? No. You can only see that 2 is the factor here. There is no factor of 5. So when the 5 is not factor of this number, as 5 is not factor of 4 to the power n, so 4 to the power n can never be end in units place 0. It is not possible. So 4 to the power n never ends with a digit 0. Never ends with digit 0. Got it? Example number 6, page number 10. Find the LCM, HCF of 6 and 20. So these are the numbers. So on rough paper you can find out factorization of 6. You can write down 6 is equal to 2 into 3. Similarly, you can find the factors of 20. You can see all are prime numbers. So HCF is highest common factor. So these are the number which are present in both the numbers. neither this 2 is here in pair, neither this 3 is here, nor 5. So HCF will be only the common number. You can also write it like this: 2 to the power 2 into 5, and you can write 2 to the power 1 into 3. So that means lower power number from two same numbers we will take for HCF. As far as LCM is concerned, it is different. Here, if you are having same number 2, but you have to take the higher power number, that means its power is 2, it is more than 1, so you will take 2 to the power 2. Its power is 1, its power is 1, so you can take 3 and 5. You can't leave. In LCM we consider all the numbers which are not even in pairs. Then you multiply all these numbers, then you will get LCM for these two numbers. So this is the way how you can find. You have to product actually all the numbers. If you have same number with different powers, then higher power you have to take, and rest of the number you have to multiply and find the product. If you have to find HCF, then you have to take lower power of the number, and the numbers which are not in pair, you don't have to consider them to find HCF. Example number 7. It states, find the HCF of 96 and 404. So numbers are 96 and 404. You have to find the HCF by the prime factorization method. So find its factor. See, these are the factors. So now what you will do, I told you that HCF, if the number is same, then see the lower power. So 2 to the power 2. No other number is common, so HCF will be 4 only of number 96 and 404. Second part of the question is, find the LCM by the formula method. So formula is LCM into HCF is equal to product of numbers. Given number, two numbers are given to you, you have to product them. So numbers are 96 into 404. LCM you have to find out, and HCF is 4. So what will be LCM? This 4 will go there and divide. You will get the answer. This is your LCM. Example number 8. Find HCF and LCM of 6, 72 and 120. So there are 3 numbers. Find the factors of all these numbers. Write down 2 into 3. Similarly, write down factors of 72 and write down third number is now for finding HCF. So common number is 2. So minimum power is 1. This one. So you will take 2. From these 3, minimum power is again 1. So we will take 3. So HCF will be 6. Find the LCM. From these 2, the highest power you will take that. Similarly in 3, the highest power is 3 to the power 2. And the number which is left, you have to also take that number. Exercise 1.2, question number 1. It has got 5 parts. So first part is, number is 140, and they are saying express each number as a product of its prime factors. So you have to find factorization of 140. You will get these factors. So it will be 2 into 2 into 5 into 7, or you can write down 2 to the power 2 into 5 into 7. So these are the prime factorization of 140. Similarly, other questions you can also do. Second part is 156. Take 156 So 13 is a prime number, so 13. So the factors of 156 will be 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. That will be 2 to the power 2 into 3 into 13. First third part. So it is 3825. 3825 means 5 plus 2, 7, 3, 10, 18. 18 means sum is 18, so it can be divisible by 3. So start with 3. You can check the sum of these number. If it is divisible by 3, then the number also can be divided by 3. Now you can see it is sum is 11, 5 plus 2 plus 4, so it is not divisible by 3 anymore. Because its ending number is 5, so you can divide it by 5 prime number. Now you know 17 is a prime number, so the factors will be 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 17. So answer will be 3 to the power 2, 5 to the power 2 into 17. Next number is, fourth part is 5005. It is not divisible by 2, 3, start with 5. Then try with 7. Then with 11. Then 13 is again prime number, so factors will be first fifth part. Fifth part states that you have number 7429 and you have to find the factors, prime factors. So 7429, it is not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7 because sum is 1822, so it is not divisible by 3 also, so divided by 17. Divide by 19. The 23 is a prime number, so 23. So factors will be 17 into 19 into 23. All are prime numbers. In question number 2, first part is there are two numbers 26 and 91. You have to tell them what is HCF, what is LCM, and also you have to verify the relationship, that is LCM into HCF is equal to product of two numbers. So what are the factors of 26? What are the factors of 91? So you can see this number is common in both, so HCF will be 13. As far as LCM is concerned, so 13 into 7 into 2. Now you know HCF, you know LCM, and the formula is LCM into HCF should be equal to product of numbers. So your LCM is 182, HCF is 13, and product of two number is 26 into 91. These are the numbers. You will multiply these two numbers, you will get 2366, 2366. So it is verified. So question number 2, second part. Numbers are 510 and 92. So you have to find out the factors. You can see, you can find out the factors of 510 and write down here. Similarly, find out the factors of 92 also. So HCF will be common factors. So you can see only 2 is common. So HCF is 2. LCM we are looking for. you can take this two 1 2 4 common, and rest of the numbers, all numbers, this 2, this 3, this 5, 17, 23, every number. So you will get a very big number, 23,460. That will be your LCM. Now you know HCF, you know LCM. You have to check, verify whether the formula is working or not. So LCM into HCF is equal to product of two numbers. So LCM is 23,460 into 2, and product of two numbers are 510 into 92. You have to check these products and find the value. If this value is coming equal, then it means this formula is working okay. So it is verified. Question number 2, part number 3. You have two numbers, 336, 54. So find the factors of 336. Similarly, you can find the factors of 54 and write down here. So 36 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the power 4 into 3 into 7. And the factors of 54 is equal to. Now for HCF, you know, we always take the minimum power of the same number. So here power is 1, so we'll take 2. Here minimum power is 1 for 3. So in between these 3 to power 3 and 3 to power 1, we will take 3, so HCF will be 6. But as far as LCM is concerned, when the numbers are same, the higher power number we take, so 2 to the power 4, here we will take 3 to the power 3, and finally the other number which is lying alone. So you have to multiply or calculate these numbers, find the value of LCM. Because its power is 4, you have to write it 4 times, then you have to write 3 times, then 7, and write the value of LCM also. Now you have to verify whether the formula is working fine or not. So LCM is equal to HCF is equal to product of two numbers. So LCM is 3024, HCF was 6, numbers are 336 into 54. We multiply these two numbers, both the number pairs, and find the result, what the number is coming out. If they are equal, it means it is verified. Verified. So you are getting same result. Now let's go to question number 3. In question number 3, first part, you have to find the LCM and HCF. The numbers given are 12, 15, 21. So what are the factors of 12? That means 2 to the power 2 into 3. What will be the factors of 15? What are the factors of 21? So as far as LCM is concerned, the same number is 3. So you can use 1 3 over here. Maximum power of 2 is 2. Then other numbers are 5 and 7. You multiply all these numbers, you will get the LCM. For HCF, you have to see which number is common in all the factors, that is 3. So HCF will be 3. Second part is 17, 23, 29. All the numbers are primes. In prime numbers, HCF is always 1, because only 1 is the factor which is common in prime numbers. So HCF is 1. But as far as LCM is concerned, it is the product of all prime numbers. So 17 into 23 into 29, you just have to multiply these three numbers. The factors, the answer will be the LCM. Third question, third part is, you have numbers 8, 9 and 25. So factors of 8 are, that is 2 to the power 3. Factors of 9 is 3 to the power 2. and factors are 25, 5 to the 2. So you will see that there is no number common except 1, so HCF is 1, and LCM is, because all the numbers are different, you have to multiply every number and find the value. This value will come out as 1800. So this is the LCM. Question number 4. Given that HCF of 306 and 657 is 9. So HCF of two numbers 306 and 657, you know. It is given that it is 9. You have to find the LCM. We know both the numbers, so we use this formula. LCM into HCF is equal to product of two numbers. So LCM you have to find out. HCF is 9. Product of two numbers is 306 into 657. To find LCM, you can take this 9 and divide there. Then multiply these two numbers. You will get 22,338. So this is the answer for LCM. After that you have question number 5. This question says that 6 to the power n, where n is a natural number, n belongs to natural number. So natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And they want that is there any number value of n of natural number when the unit digit is 0, where 6 to the power n ends, that means unit digit is 0. So it is very much similar like 4 to the power n question as it was an example. So what we will write, 6 to the power 1 is 6, 6 to the power 2 is 36, 6 to the power 3 is 216. In this way lot of numbers will come. So finally, which is there any number when the unit digit is 0 over here? For unit digit 0, what you want? When you want unit digit 0, it means that number should be divisible by 5. So 6 to the power n should be divisible by 5. That is 5 should be the factor of if it is so, then only we get 0 at the unit place. Now let's check the factors of 6 to the power n. That is 2 into 3 to the power n. That is 2 to the power n into 3 to the power n. That means it is not having any factor of 5. Now 6 to the power n is 2 to the power n into 3 to the power n. There is no 5. So by the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, always every number has a unique set of factors. So it is not having 5 as a factor. So when there is no 5, it means there is no number n. There is no value of n when you will get 6 to the power n ending with 0. So there is no such number when 6 to the power n ends with 0. It is not possible. Number 6, you have to explain that 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. And one more number is there. They are composite numbers. So how you will do it? You can see this 13 is 13 into 1 and this 13 is multiplied by 11 and 7. So you can take 13 common. So 17 into 11 into 1 for this 13 and this 1 for taking common 13. So 13, 11, 7 just 77 plus 1, you will get 13 into 17. It can easily seen that it is a composite number. So what is a composite number? So number which is having more factors than itself as well as 1. So it has got 13, 2, 78, 1. Lot of factors are there. So it is a composite number. You don't have to calculate and put the value over here. So you can see from these factors that it has got more than 2 factors. So it is a composite number. And the second number is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. Now how you will prove that this is also a composite number? You can see 5 is common here at both the places. You can take 5 common. 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1. This 1 is for 5. Multiply these numbers and add 1 to it. Now you can see on this that it is a composite number because it has got 5, 505, 1. So more than 2 factors, if they are present, then it is called composite number. So it is composite number. In question number 7, there is a circular path. There are 2 people like Sonia. When she drives around the park, sports field, she takes 18 minutes for one round, and while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. So Sonia is taking 18 minutes for one round, complete round, and Ravi is taking 12 minutes to complete one round. They started together at one from a single point at the same time. So after how much time they will again meet together at the starting point? At this point when they will meet again. So that what is the minimum time when they will meet? So minimum is least. So least means you have to find the LCM of these two numbers. So for that you have to take factors. So these are the factors of 18. These are the factors of 12. You can write it like this. Now in LCM, we take higher power of same number. So 36 minutes is the time when both the people will meet together. That is the minimum time when they will meet again after starting. So this is the time, minimum time taken by these two people when they will come together and meet at the same point again at the starting point. Why we are taking LCM? Because we want that minimum time when they will meet together. So it is least means minimum. So you have to find LCM. Now your exercise is over. Please do your homework.